Hello, my friends. I am back again with another awesome South American story. This one is called The Tree of Life. And you might notice kind of a theme with South American stories. A lot of times they have to do with trees. And this one particularly is another Amazon folk tale. And this is from a series of books called The Folk Tales Around the World. And this was written by Charlotte Guillain. I sure hope I am saying that correctly. And illustrated by Steve Dorado. And again, I am drawn to books that have beautiful drawings or interesting drawings. And so this one, indeed, The Tree of Life, has awesome drawings. And for this reading, I'm going to try and get myself, I'm going to sit on the floor, which I do with my students anyway, right? So I'm going to swing you down. Sorry, I'm getting really close to you. To see if we can get rid of a little bit of that glare. I don't know if we can or not, but yeah, it still kind of looks like I can see the window, see? In my glasses. But if I look down, maybe that will help. So now we just I have papers and stuff behind me, so it's not like a clean and beautiful background, but at least we have a little less glare. So, The Tree of Life, an Amazon folktale. Long, long ago, in a village in the rainforest, there was not much food for the people to eat. People lived on roots and berries, but no fruits had ever grown on trees. There they are working in the rainforest. No fruit. One day, a young man called Coati was feeling very hungry. He wandered deep into the forest to look for food. Suddenly, he noticed a delicious smell and began to follow it. Ooh, there he is smelling something and following that smell. It's kind of like when mom or dad is cooking or grandma is cooking and we can smell that smell and we want to follow that into the kitchen. Maybe it's cookies. I don't know. But this time, probably not cookies. We'll see. The smell led Coati to a clearing where an amazing tree was standing. The tree was covered in many types of colorful fruits. Coati ate the delicious fruits until he was full. It's a beautiful tree with all different kinds of fruit. Coati went back to his village, but he did not tell anyone about the tree. Every day he went back to the tree and ate the fruit in secret. So there he is sneaking out, and he didn't want to tell anybody about it. Coati's brother, Saki, watched him disappear into the forest every day. Saki wanted to know what Coati's secret was. So one day, Saki followed Coati. See, he's hiding. Right there, hiding. And then there's Coati. Yum, eating a pear, it looks like. Good stuff. When Coati saw Saki had followed him, he was shocked, but he shared the fruits with his brother. Saki said they must tell the rest of the village about the wonderful tree so everyone could eat well. Saki sounds like a nice guy, right? He wants everybody in the village to be able to eat well. Coati was not happy, but the brothers went back to the village and told the other people about the tree. The next day, they brought the villagers to the tree, and everyone ate and ate. They cut down all of the fruits on the branches. There they are. They are so excited about it. Look at this little man with his mustache. He's so happy. And the kids climbing up the tree. And they cut down all of the branches or all of the fruit. Coati became worried when he saw how much fruit they were cutting down. He tried to make the villagers stop, but they were too busy eating to listen. Suddenly, a child was stung by a wasp. The villagers blamed the tree and cut it down. Oh, they were so mad because a wasp stung one of the kids. They didn't really know how that worked, I think. The tree crashed to the ground and silence fell as water started to gush out of the tree stump. The water kept flowing until the forest began to flood. The people ran to the top of the mountain. Look at that water gushing out of that huge tree, and the people are terrified and they are running and running. When the floodwater went down, the people returned to their village. Now the forest was full of trees, each with a different fruit growing on its branches. The people could eat well, but from that day they always respected the forest and shared the plants that grew there. They're really nourishing that little one. Look at the people of the village. They are so happy now. So Coati found that tree, and he found all of the fruits. And there is a moral to this story, and it's included in this book, so I'm going to read it to you. Many traditional stories have a moral. This is a lesson that you can learn from the story. The moral of this story is not immediately clear. Maybe Coati should have shared the fruits with the other people from the start. Or perhaps the moral is that we need to take care of the plants in the natural world. If we are too greedy, we might destroy the things we need to survive. Think about that. What do you think the moral is? What kind of lesson are you getting? What kind of message are you getting from the tree of life? All of them are right. Our interpretation of stories is our interpretation of stories, right? It may not mean exactly what the original person meant it to be, but folk tales are passed down and passed down and passed down. So these were stories that were told to each other and spoken, and then somebody decided to write them down at some point. So even they may have changed. So your interpretation of the story, your message that you got from the story is probably right. I would be really interested to find out what it is. Thanks for hearing and listening to the Tree of Life. I'll see you next time.